This week on the warm-up room, Oak Mountain and Jassy steal the heat from Northeast Jones.
Albertville and Tallahassee kicked off the Alabama show choir scene.
Mississippi Show Choir contest served up some early season upsets.
And Coach O graces us with more trivia questions.
Welcome to the warm-up room. I am Aiden Flowers.
And I am Dobbs Durkin.
What's up, everybody?
How we doing?
I'm great, Dobbs. How are you?
You know, one night of no sleep, and I'm already sick. So
I'm real tired. Done a lot of driving this weekend, but it's all for the love of the game, right?
Some would say that.
Some would say that.
You know, it's difficult these times because we are in college and we have important big boy stuff to do, and we also have important other stuff to do, such as show choir. Which makes us travel a lot. But we get to see you guys, and that makes it all worth it. Quick disclaimer, I did not have my microphones at Albertville. I completely forgot them. I was receiving a text message from the Aiden Flowers on the way to Albertville in the middle of those snow flurries, and pulled over and checked my bag after he asked me for some interview questions.
Yep.
Just to find that I did not have them. Head up accountability. It's on me.
This guy. And that's okay, because I had my mics. And for those of you who I got to interview at the Mississippi Show Choir contest, I appreciate you and your support and your energy and the engagement. Those interviews, I think I can get 2 videos out of them. We'll see. Obviously, like I've said, when I did interview you guys, and this should go as stated going forward, we want to, if we video you, like we want to include you in these interviews, but as the editing process goes, we may interview and then find that we're not going to use your video. So don't be shocked if that happens. That being said, I want to try to include as many people as possible, and I got several interviews, so we'll see how that goes. That should be up later this week, maybe Friday, maybe Wednesday.
We'll have to see.
That being said, we were both at competitions this week. The one competition we were not at this week was the Tallahassee River City Classic. So, as we have said before, if we aren't there, we're not going to talk much about it, but I will give the results. And because it was a one-day event, we will start with middle school.
Whoop.
In 5th place, we have Pike Road Junior High School Premier. In 4th place, we have Opelika Middle School Obsession. In 3rd place, we have 8th Street Middle School One Voice. In 2nd place, we have Saraland Middle School Treble Threat. And in 1st place, with Best Soloist, Best Show Design, Best Visuals, and Best Vocals, we have Enterprise Junior High School Expressions, choreographed by our good friend Simba. We love you, Simba. I love you so much, Simba.
So much love.
I don't know if Simba listens to this podcast. In Treble Division, 2nd place was Enterprise Esprit, and in 1st place, sweeping with Best Vocals, Best Visuals, Best Show Design, and Best Soloist, Claire Martin.
Shout out.
County Ladies' Choice. In Mixed Division Tier 3, in 2nd place, we had Opelika High School Elevations. And in 1st place, sweeping, Best Visuals, Best Show Design, Best Soloist, Emory Music. Overall Best Visuals and Overall Best Show Design. That will become important later. Oxford High School Sound. Shout out to the Goats!
We love you so much. One of you guys sent me a DM at 12:45 in the morning, showcasing your list of trophies. I pulled over and went to the showchoir.com website to find no results posted and got quite panicked, thinking that something had happened to either Hawken or to you. Thankfully, that was not the case. We had to wait till the next morning to see that these results were posted.
Yep. But it's okay.
But all is well.
The world did not end, and Oxford did win. Mixed Division Tier 2, 2nd place Enterprise Encores. In 1st place, with Best Vocals, Best Show Design, Best Soloist Jackson Shirts, Overall Grand Champion, and Best Overall Vocals, Tift County High School 8th Street Singing Company. In Mixed Division Tier 1, the sole competitors are Opelika Ovations. This competition seemed to be very fun. That is about all I can say. Congratulations to the winners. We love to see it. Shout out Oxford Sound, our goats. We love them. Dobbs, you got anything to add about Tallahassee?
Yeah, this is the first time, and since I've been competing in show choir, so since 2018, he said with a question mark.
Were you in 6th grade?
I was in 7th grade.
You were 7th grade when you started?
Yeah. because Homewood does
that
so
was
good.
18.
Yeah, it was. Wow, we're old.
Yeah.
This competition has been held in Montgomery, and this is the first time since then that it has been held at their high school. So that seems like it was a lot of fun. It's
pretty sick.
Also, huge shout out to Saraland Middle School. I know that they don't have a high school choir right now. I know that they did in the past. Hopefully, this middle school choir helps take it to their high school.
Yep, we love a feeder.
And
we love a feeder.
Yes, and start something new there. That would be awesome. Shout out to Simba. Shout out to Oxford Sound. You guys know we love you. But once again, we weren't there. We're not going to speak much on it. Moving on to the Albertville Diamond Classic, which is where I said that right, Albertville Diamond Classic, which is where I was this weekend. Starting off in not the exhibition, Dobbs, in the single club division. And third place, Auburn High School Men at Work with People's Choice and Best Show Design.
Whoop.
In second place, Auburn Alon. And in first place, Homewood High School Nexus with Best Vocals and Best Choreography. In Mixed Division Tier 3, we had a couple of problems. So you see, like 4 schools dropped. And I don't actually know which of the 4 all dropped. I know that Chelsea dropped. I know that Cleveland dropped and Rome dropped. And those were the only 3 that I remember. Apparently, there's a 4th in there somewhere that no one at the competition could remember. Because so many things happened in such a short amount of time. However, Boaz Elite was the sole competitor in the Tier 3 division. So they won. In Mixed Division Tier 3, no placement, Jasper High School Phoenix, Cleveland High School Renaissance, which I don't think they were there. I think they dropped. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure I saw every show, so I don't know how that would be possible. In third place, Homewood High School Continuum. In second place with Best Choreography, shout out Ellie Jordan, Vestavia Hills High School Singers. And in first place with Best Show Design, Best Vocals is Hoover High School Paradigm, which makes things very interesting. Now, moving on to the large division. In second place, kind of shocking us all, Donaldson Christian Academy Legacy with the Spirit of Diamond Classic Award. This was an award given by the MC to their director. I don't know if that's listed on here, but great for them. There was also an award given from the MC. Spirit of Diamond Classic is a different award. So they technically won 2 things. I don't remember the name of the other one. And in first place, Auburn High School Varsity Singers with Best Show Design, Best Choreography, and Best Vocals. Aiden, I'm going to let you go because I have some stuff to talk about once this is over.
Right. So obviously I was not there, but I will say it is quite an encouragement to see Nexus coming out of this with Best Vocals and Best Choreography in the single clef division. Men at Work, that's awesome. I saw pictures from it, and the fact that they're actual turtle suits, like not just like hear me, bro, not just like Walmart, like Target turtle suits. Like there were turtles on the stage, bro.
Those guys are in the turtle suits. There was not a break built into the show before they competed, so they had to create a break in the ballad for the boys to go off stage. They are wearing ice suits underneath, like vests with ice all over them, so that they are being cooled down because there's no ventilation. The only holes are like through the eyes so you can see, which they're very tiny holes. They put in a shift. And
it clearly paid off. People's Choice,
Yes,
Best
it
Show
did.
Design. While at third place in a 3-group division, you still entertained, and that is a
also up against
a beautiful
Auburn
thing.
Alon
Right.
and Homewood Nexus.
And it's nice to see Nexus coming out of the gate with a first place in their division, similar to Brandon Bellis, who we'll talk about later. I know that you're going to want to talk about Hoover because we talked about in private. I actually don't even know if we mentioned this when we covered their competition, but just how impressed we were with Hoover, and it's very awesome to see them coming out with a first place in their division. And then, look, Varsity Singers seems like they're on a tear, and they're going to be a group to really watch out for. Excited to see. We'll talk more about them with this upcoming week because they'll really face some stiff competition at Oak Mountain. But as far as my points go, this seems to be a precursor for what is to come or what may be expected to come. And it's exciting to see. But Dobbs, you were there. Give us the scoop.
So first off, Auburn Men at Work, if there's a chance for someone who's listening to this podcast to be able to go watch their show in person, I beg you to go watch because you will not be disappointed. Anyone who grew up at any point is around the same age as us and probably 20 years before and maybe 10 years after will love this show.
100%.
I'm not going to spoil anything else. That's all you already heard about the turtle suits. Just go watch it. Trust me. Homewood Nexus, good job. It was commanding and impressive. Auburn Alon, I'm there at the comp watching these shows. The first 3 shows of the day, show number 1, hour-and-a-half break. Show number 2, hour-and-a-half break. Show number 3, which was Auburn Men at Work. No, that was Auburn Alon, because show number 2 was Auburn Men at Work, because there were so many cancellations and drops. They just couldn't figure out a way to fix the schedule. So it was very spaced out. And then all of a sudden, you just get hit by this Auburn Alon dance break in the opener, and you're like, okay, we're back. It's show choir season. We're here. Let's do it. So I personally thought it was very close. I haven't seen scores. Mixed Division Tier 2. I really thought Vestavia was going to take it. I really did. And then Hoover went on stage. And I had picked out some things in their show that like I personally would have liked them to like change or do differently last weekend. And then this weekend, I mean, almost literally everything was perfect. The girl in the red dress, your mic was off like the entire show, and it did not matter. You belted everything, and we heard just about all of it. Extremely great job. That's awesome. Vestavia was just clean. They like last year at Oak Mountain, Continuum won with no captions. We're gonna get there, but like just throwing Vestavia in that mix is gonna be nuts. And throwing Hoover over at Jassy this weekend, everything's gonna get nuts. Donaldson Christian Academy. Let me say it again. Donaldson Christian Academy. You guys. Not them, but you all, everyone else. Once again, if you have a chance to watch this show, please do so. They are not here to play. Last year, I didn't really know much about them. I watched their show. It was pretty good. This year, I am shocked. I am stunned. There are certain individuals on stage who put on shows of their life last weekend. And I think they would say the same. And I also don't doubt for a second that they're going to best it this weekend or whenever they compete next. The show is so much fun, MTV style, all different kinds of music, just high energy the entire time. They sound great, they look great, and the energy is off the charts. Super excited to see what they have going for them this season. We will both get to see them live at Show Choir Nationals this year. Super pumped about that. Sam Mulligan and Nikki, you guys cooked so hard. Their show is brilliant. Now, on to the grand champions, Auburn Varsity Singers. Yeah. If you were there, you know what I'm talking about. It was by far the best show of the day, in my opinion. The whole room just stopped and it didn't matter what you were doing, you just stopped and looked and your jaw was on the floor for like the first 5 minutes. The MC kind of led us into a different room with togas and like ancient Rome. And then we were in a dystopian world when the show started and neon capes. And I think that caught me off guard. I think that caught me off guard more than the actual show itself did. But I think that helped a little bit. Like the expecting something and getting something completely different helped play into their own favor. Again, I'm not going to get too technical about it. Go watch the show. Huge weekend this weekend. However, we're not done with this past weekend.
We have got to cover the Mississippi Show Choir contest.
Yes, we do.
We're going to read out the results. I'm going to hand it over to Dobbs and I'm going to give you my thoughts. That's how we're doing it.
That's what we're doing now.
And you know what? I don't care if you like it. That's how we're doing it.
He said it and he meant it.
Treble division. In third place, we have PRC Illumination. Second place, we have Purvis High School Pizzazz. In first place, we have Brandon High School Bellas. I will go over the overall placements in a second, but mostly because I think that's an important piece of business we got to take care of. Mixed Division Tier 4. In fourth place, we have Wayne County High School Orange Sensations. In third place, we have Columbia Academy Premiers. In second place, we have Pass Christian Luminary. And in first place with best soloist, Haley Joe Smith, we have another GOAT, West Marion New Era. Mixed Division Tier 3, in third place we have Summerall High School Legacy. In second place we have PRC Central Attraction. And in first place we have Jackson Prep Revion. Mixed Division Tier 2. My hands are going like this for a second. In third place we have Oak Grove High School Center Stage. In second place we have West Jones High School Imagination. And in first place we have Northeast Jones Gold Horizons. In Mixed Division Tier 1, we have Brandon High School Brea. For overall placements, in fifth place, we have Brandon High School Bellas. In fourth place, we have Oak Grove High School Center Stage. In overall third place, we have West Jones Imagination. In overall second place, taking Best Ballad, Best Closer, Best Costumes, Best Props and Set Design. And it wasn't listed here, because I think maybe they thought Best Prop and Set Design was the same thing. But they got Best Show Design. In overall second place, Northeast Jones Gold Horizons. And your grand champion of the night, first comp out, with Best Choreography, Best Opener, Best Vocals, and again, overall grand champion, Brandon High School Brea. Dobbs, give me your initial thoughts.
West Jones and Northeast Jones. That is something we are looking forward to watching for the rest of the year. Matter of fact, we're getting excited to watch Northeast Jones versus anyone, because apparently they're not here to play. So that's awesome. Jackson Prep taking first in their division, notable. West Marion staying on top of the small division after we realized that scores were quite close last weekend. They're still there, holding their spot. Of course, for some reason, Mississippi doesn't do captions in their divisions, so we don't actually know until we get the scores, which I don't know if we will have them for this competition. Anyway.
Not exactly, but yeah.
Awesome. Brandon Bellas staying on top. Purvis Pizzazz taking it over PRC Illumination. Maybe something we will see flip and flop in the future. But the matchup of the weekend was not the matchup of the weekend we thought. And I will let you elaborate.
So, context is needed from my perspective. One, when I'm at a competition, I am working because I am a member of the production staff and directing team at Brandon. Therefore, I do have responsibilities. I am not able to watch every single group there. At this competition, it was the first competition for Brandon, any Brandon group. Therefore, I was busy. I was busy between the entire gap from Bellas to Brea, meaning, unfortunately, I did not set my eyes on any groups, including my own, because I was backstage. That being said, number two, I have the perspective of being backstage, which means I have monitors telling me how people are singing, and I'm able to get a vibe on how groups are feeling, how directors are feeling, and all that. Now, full transparency, I'm not going to tell you everything that I know, because that's not fair to maybe the directors and stuff who are there. Most of you are children, so you don't got to know all that stuff. But with that being said,
hey, you right there. If you're watching this on Spotify, make sure to give us a 5-star rating. And if you're watching it on YouTube, make sure to like and subscribe.
Hit that bell.
Give us a comment.
Hit that bell.
Nice and hard.
With your fist. Like, it might hurt a little bit. It's okay. Just get a Band-Aid.
Thanks.
Obviously, we got to talk about Northeast Jones and West Jones. I will say, from my perspective, Northeast Jones came in there calm, cool, and collected. Their kids were having a really fun time, but were not overly energetic throughout the day. They seemed very chill and just kind of to themselves. That was a little off from what I'm used to from Northeast Jones, which is typically, especially with Brandon kids, we all hang out. They still hung out, but it was all very confined to the homerooms. They seemed very prepared and very ready to take care of business. And sitting in the awards ceremony when all the awards were being announced and Northeast Jones just kept taking stuff, I can't lie, I was nervous. I was very nervous. You had us on our heels, so much so that I texted a buddy of mine and said I hadn't felt this nervous since Tupelo took vocals off of Brandon in 2022, and Danielle took show design. And I was like, holy crap, is Northeast Jones about to win this entire competition?
This might happen.
They start announcing Mixed Division Tier 2, and I'm live streaming, right? So I've got my phone out, I'm videoing. And the way I like to do it, typically, because I know microphones don't always pick up everything, whenever the announcer, announces an award, I'll like lean in close to my phone and whisper sweet nothings into my microphone to let anyone who is listening to me hear what the awards were if they didn't hear it from the MC. I'm whispering my sweet nothings throughout all of single gender in Tier 4 and Tier 3. They get to Oak Grove Center Stage and third place. I tell them, repeat the announcement. We get to second place, and I'm thinking, I'm about to jump the gun and say Northeast Jones is in second place. And then they announce West. And my voice got louder because I was in shock, genuinely. One, because I heard West. I heard them. I didn't get to see them, but I've seen a video from the past weekend. They danced very well. Of course, they sing very well. But I just figured first place was in the bag for them. Now, obviously, just to talk about West a little bit, they have changed their show design up quite a bit from typical West Jones shows. Now, the shows I'm used to the band is completely visible because they don't really have a backdrop. If they have a backdrop, it's something that's light and easy to move on. You're never worried about time with West Jones because they just get out there and they sing and they dance. And they sing very well, and they dance typically on par with the groups in their division, though very rarely are we seeing West Jones win win choreography against groups who typically would beat them. I heard them. I thought they sounded very good, and it was genuinely, when I sat down, I was nervous because I figured everything is very close. I was right to say it was all very close. The top three, do some quick math in my head. The top three was within 25 points of each other, and that's still crazy.
Good Lord.
There was actually 25 might be too much because there was I believe anywhere from I'm gonna put a range on this one, like 4 to 6 points between Northeast Jones and West Jones, which should tell you something. It was very tight. I know that Northeast Jones took show design by it was either half point or 1 point, and that Brandon Brios had vocals and choreography by a decent margin within that window, right? That being said, congratulations to Northeast Jones. I watched parents and kids and directors cry because it was a big accomplishment, and they had never beat West Jones
ever.
That's what I was told by them. So that may be we could look back in the annals of history and see if that's the case or not. But
maybe that's a trivia question.
Who knows? But from talking to them, like this was a very, very big moment in program history, especially, and I'll say this, from last year where their show, they lost to South Jones, which, not that that's a bad thing. South Jones had a really good show. I just happened to feel like Northeast Jones' show last year was below what I'm typically expecting from them. I really love Northeast Jones. They put on great shows every year, and last year's show was a very good show. This one clearly is over the moon and just caught a lot of people off guard. And I'm excited to watch them next weekend when they host. I will be set. Do not worry. I will be watching them and be able to give you my full take on their actual show. I love their set. They have a plane on stage. Their costumes are beautiful. I love the hair choice for the ladies. The Amelia Earhart theme is one that I've seen done a couple times, but clearly not like this to the level of excellence that they've got. And yeah, I think Northeast Jones taking it over West Jones, while it is unprecedented, should not necessarily be I'm just going to say it should not necessarily be a sign of things to come for the rest of the semester. Not that it won't be, but that it was close. It was very close. I think you take another judging panel to this competition and it could have flipped. Though that really is the case with every show choir competition, with it being as subjective as it is. I think watching Northeast Jones and West Jones potentially go up against each other again this year, which I don't know that they will. I feel like they will. They usually find each other at different comps. Will be very interesting. I'd love to see how that goes. But yeah, very happy for Northeast Jones, and West Jones came out with a very, very, very solid show. While I can imagine they're probably disappointed with an overall third place, expecting to be in the 1 and 2 conversation, it's not because they were bad. Like, everything was really, really close, and this judging panel just leaned towards Northeast Jones and Brandon, who I will talk about for a little bit. They're obviously the group that I have the most to say about. We're very happy with our first week out, like 100%. We're very pleased with the results. Obviously, we would have loved to sweep, but Northeast Jones they came out there, and I will say, I told Dobbs this, I was very happy to see some of my Brandon kids, I say most of my Brandon kids, celebrating Northeast Jones and their milestone victory. I think that was second place at this competition for them was, I mean, it probably wouldn't have been as sweet as a GC.
Could you imagine?
Dude, no, I could. And I did imagine. But to talk about other groups, I heard great things about Jackson Prep show. West Marion is, it's Oxford and West Marion. There's not a whole other way. There's not another really a good way of saying that. They're the two. And and I think that should encourage other small mixed groups to keep fighting for it, because I'd love to be in a conversation of 3. But that's where we're at. Congratulations to Bellas as well, coming out with a treble division win. And yeah, so that was Mississippi Show Choir Contest. Very successful weekend. Moving on.
Yeah, up next we have the lineups for the upcoming week, and there are some exciting developments that we want to keep our eye on. We're going to go ahead and start first we're going to clear all of my tabs so my computer does not explode. But first we're going to go over and start in Mississippi at the Northeast Jones Classic 2026. That's exhibition, so that's not happening. In the treble division, it's quite a small competition this year. In the treble division, you have Brandon High School Bellas. And the mixed division tier 3, you have Columbia Academy Premiers, Wayne County High School Orange Sensations, and the GOATs performing at the earliest possible time slot, Oxford High School Sound. Show them how it's done over there, boys and girls, all of you, everyone included. Mixed division tier 2, you have South Jones Junior and Senior High School Company up against Summerall High School Legacy. And in the tier 1 division, you have Opelika High School Ovations up against Brandon Brio. So what we do know about this competition, there are 3 final spots. Aiden will be there.
Mm-hmm. I'll do a better job of making sure I can watch groups.
Sure.
Try to, at least.
Right. Quite a quick and concise comp. Not really much to fuss about there. There's really, I think the results last weekend told us what we can expect this weekend. And that's going to change.
Yeah.
Then let's let it change. Let's make it happen.
Let's see something interesting. I think the thing that is, the thing that's exciting about this competition is that it's a 3 finalist finals, meaning that while I mean, not to count my chickens before they hatch, while I do feel that Brio will make finals, I feel like that would genuinely be an upset, and I do feel like Bellas will also make finals. That last spot, and really the bottom
give me Oxford
spots,
Sound.
Really, the bottom 2 spots are up for grabs.
Let's make it happen,
Bellas
boys and girls.
Bellas was in 5th place at overall at Mississippi Show Choir Contest. There is a chance that we see a South Jones Company and a Summerall Legacy. If Summerall improves from week to week, we could see them jump them. Who knows? I have no idea what's going to happen here. The thing that is most interesting to me, like we've talked about, is just how small this competition is. This has brought up a conversation within my circle, I'll say, and I haven't told Dobbs about this yet, just about maybe implementing some sort of competition size cap in the South. It could be an interesting way. I know, but hear me. it prevents competitions like this from having really good competitions. Historically, Northeast Jones has really great competition, but they did move weekends. Jassy was always going to be this weekend. Oak Mountain is this weekend. People are going to funnel to those comps, but a competition size cap would mean that obviously the early bird gets the worm. The groups who sign up first are able to go, and then the groups who are not able to go will funnel into Northeast Jones.
So
but that's just me.
As someone speaking of you, who has been to this comp basically every year that you've been in Show Choir, you've seen how much of a painstakingly nasty bloodbath it is almost every single year.
Yeah, typically.
Why not spread the love? No? Why
What do you
not?
mean?
Well, an arguable contender for comp of the year is also this weekend.
Right. So we see, and we'll get into Oak Mountain in a second. And this is, we don't have to land on this. I think it's an interesting conversation topic. There's not anything there's no weight behind these words.
No,
It's just an opinion. Oak Mountain's lineup is ridiculous. It's amazing. It's genuinely awesome. I'm going to check really fast. There's not one division. Yeah, there's not one division with less than 5 groups.
We're going to be honest. We were talking before this, and we were trying to figure out a space and time for me to go record interviews during this competition, and the only time we can think of is during lunch and dinner breaks, because there is no other time. I have to watch all the groups. I have to. It's all going to be great.
That being said, you put a 8-school cap on this, and groups want to compete this weekend, they'll go somewhere else. And we could have had maybe, Madison Central going to Northeast Jones, or even an Enterprise if they signed up late for some reason could go to Northeast Jones, or you fill out the middle of the comp where you have Madison Central goes to Rosa Scott goes, or West Jones would have been with us at Northeast Jones. All those things being said, can't change what's happening. It's happening. This weekend is going on. But I think it brings up an interesting point, because the last thing I want to see is the Northeast Jones Classic to go away for some reason because they're not able to pull groups and therefore they're not making enough money. Purely my opinion, and I don't mind sharing that, but that's just, it was a thought. That being said, Northeast Jones, we're covering it. Good luck to all the groups this weekend. Up next is the Jackson Academy Show Choir Invitational, with a lineup that, while not the most packed, is still quite packed.
Very competitive.
Exhibition from Encore at 10 p.m., obviously.
With finals?
I believe so.
Woo!
Yeah, I believe so. Let's see.
Oh, okay. They're performing after finals. Okay.
Finals.
I was about to say. Yeah, it says it on the bottom in the comments.
Okay, yeah. So that'll be whenever.
5 finalists.
5 finalists.
30-minute time slots. Maybe there's time penalties.
We'll see. Probably at this comp. At Single Clef Division, we have got Biloxi High School Sound Sailors, PRC Illumination, Tupelo High School Synergy, Northwest Rankin the Allure, and Biloxi Sound Sirens. Mixed Division Tier 4, we have Morton One Accord. Shout out Morton. And Clinton Christian Academy Extreme. Mixed Division Tier 3, we have PRC Central Attraction. Mixed Division Tier 2, we have Oak Grove Center Stage, Northwest Rankin High School The Ambassadors, Hoover High School Paradigm, and Biloxi High School Sound Surge. And the sole competitor in Mixed Division Tier 1 is Grenada High School Vision Dobbs. Tell me what's sticking out to you.
What's sticking out to me is a judge named Patrick Sullivan.
Let's go, Peace Sully.
Peace Sully. Getting on the judging board again. He's our goat. You just have to know the guy. And if
Really
you're there,
quick, just reading this.
yeah, there's a lot of people that we know quite well on this judging panel.
And or have learned under, and then other people who are
may have performed with once or twice.
But then hear me. We've got Trent and Lexi Bugglewicz going to
That is
judge
insane.
at this competition, and that is really amazing.
Hold on. Trent Bugglewicz, John Burley,
Herschel Crimmins, Sterling Finkbein, Andrew Jacobson is a critique judge. Kylie Pitts, shout out Kylie, shout out Brandon, is a critique judge. Then Lexi Robson Bugglewicz, and P. Sully.
Our boy P. Sully is going to be on the board.
Up there with Lexi, bro. That's freaking awesome. Like, I love that, dude.
But yeah, first thing that stand out to me, Northwest Rankin debut show. Grenada High School Vision's debut show of the season. Tupelo High School Synergy debut show of the season. All of the Biloxi already performed once, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
Not this past weekend, but the weekend before.
Yes, they have.
Yes. So one showdown that I'm really hyped to see is Hoover versus Northwest Rankin. That is only because they are in the same division. I don't know if they're in the same tax bracket. I don't know. Grenada, obviously the sole competitor in the large division. We know how Tupelo is. We know what Tupelo can do. We know how they usually go. We know how Jassy usually shakes down, right? With Tupelo deciding to beat up on a large group or two.
But say, yeah, I can't help but look at this and still think somehow with all these groups going that Tupelo is going to be in the top 2 groups.
I imagine that a Tupelo top at minimum top 3 finish is almost guaranteed. And if it's not, great. I love to see it.
Yeah.
As an Alabama boy, I can't help but to root for Hoover here, just making it into finals, getting one more go. I would love to see it. I think that would
very possible.
I think after the 2 weeks that they've had hosting and performing their exhibition in front of a loving crowd at Hoover, albeit quite a small one due to the weather, and then going to Albertville and showing out against 2 historic Middle Mix giants, not to say that they aren't, going to Mississippi, Jackson Academy of all places, and making finals, that's something I'm interested to see. However, I do think Northwest Rankin is an easy final shot here. I think they are in basically no matter what. Are you counting? I'm counting too.
Well, I'm trying to see who all I think has like a final shot.
Morton is obviously going to sweep, but so it's really just a battle for second place at that point. The thing here is, we were talking earlier, you might be able to catch finals here.
I really might. So, and that, in my opinion, that's an ideal weekend for me. I get to see groups at Northeast Jones. Northeast Jones, even with finals, probably finishes, I'm going to take a stab at it, maybe 6:30.
Finals start here at 7:30.
Right.
They're scheduled to start. And we know how Southern comps go. Yeah, so it's really starting at 12.
Usually after a dinner break. So whatever the dinner break ends up being, we'll see. They try to make up some time during dinner break, but we'll see. So I may miss the first finalist, but I'll probably see. I feel like I can definitely see the last.
So you'll miss Morton in finals. It'll be okay.
Yeah, it's okay. I know what they're bringing.
Right.
Jason's a goat, but like groups that I'm looking at, I think, Tupelo Synergy, obviously, I think is making finals. I think from the same division, I think Northwest Rankin the Allure could drop in at a 5 spot potentially. I'm looking at Northwest the Ambassadors, Grenada Visions. And then somewhere in there, there's a chance that we get a Biloxi Sound Surge appearance. But I mean, realistic, man, Hoover has a shot. Like, Hoover has a shot at going another time.
I saw them live last weekend, and I do seriously think the only thing that their show could have done better, in my opinion, like on just a base level, is have the soloist mic turned on, which I think she might have turned off. I don't want to accuse anyone, but it was off for a very long time, and then they had to switch mics mid-show. I don't think she knew it was off either, so it just caused a lot of confusion.
Stuff happens like that.
And the show kind of like slowed down a little bit because of it. And I think once that's fixed, the majority of their issues and reasons that their points were taken off the board, such as the missed slips of choreo because the song slowed down a little bit, I think that goes away. They get those points back, and they are competing right up there with Northwest Rankin and Biloxi. I also just want to say, shout out to Sound Sailors, right? Guys group. I will say we do have to have a moment of silence for Tiftosterone. They are gone. That being said,
that's gonna be our
rip Tiftosterone.
That's just gonna be
the picture.
Freaking thumbnail.
Yeah.
Just going up like that. That's sick.
So, moment of silence for them, obviously. So these guys have got to step it up. One of them already did. Right?
Yeah.
Men at Work is there. They're at that level. Not to say they weren't before, obviously, but I'm kind of pumped. And we also have Northwest Rankin's guys group lurking somewhere waiting to compete for the first time. I'm not sure when that'll happen.
Bro, please.
I know. It's fun. It's all going to be great.
It's always fun. But yeah, I mean, I think that
kind of covers it.
That's
think, yeah, there you go. Now we're going to go to the place that Dobbs is going to die this weekend for a multitude of reasons. I will explain to you those reasons right now. One, I might not actually ever make it out of that school because the comp will still be going on in the next 10 years. There are so many choirs going. There are 19 mixed groups, 4 treble groups, and 1 bass group. So that's a lot of people. In an Alabama comp, we know how that time is going to work out. I know that the people out at Mountain will be doing their best. They have my best friend, Nikki Bomar, held captive backstage working, which is fine. He'll be fine. He can watch the videos later. The comp starts at 8, and final awards are scheduled at 11:45.
That ain't happen.
That ain't gonna happen.
With all due respect.
And if last year is any sign, I drove, I think, 6 Homewood boys back to their houses that night from the competition. Their parents asked me if I could stay and wait because I was waiting for my little brother regardless. Shout out the GOAT, Haynes Durkin. Who knows? Maybe I'll be an Uber again. We're just got to see what happens.
I don't know. We'll have to see.
But the lineup, the moment we've all been waiting for. Auburn Men at Work. Sorry, the Singer Clef Division. Auburn Men at Work. Enterprise Esprit. Auburn Alon. Tift County Ladies' Choice. Rest in peace, Testosterone. And Homewood Nexus. Going into the Mixed Division Tier 3, Small Division. Leeds High School, Emerald Voices. I almost said Emerald Voices, Leeds High School. It's the same thing. Heritage Christian Academy, Zamar, we don't really know.
It's Zamar, but
From Kentucky. First time seeing them. That'll be great. They're also in 25-minute increments, which is cute. That's never going to happen.
no.
No,
it's not.
no. Maybe for the... No, they're in 25 the whole day. Okay.
Dude, that's just not going to happen.
Okay. So Leeds Heritage Christian Academy, Chelsea High School out of the blue, their first comp of the year, if I'm not mistaken, after getting snowed, rained, weathered out at Albertville. They did compete at Contempo Festival, but it's obviously a non-competitive event. Then we have, where were we? Prattville High School Spotlight, and rounding off the small division, West Marion New Era, right? Another GOAT. Now moving on to Mixed Division Tier 2. They just get bigger. The divisions just keep growing.
There are 7 groups.
Tier 2. Rosa Scott High School Radiance. Helena High Frequency, who jumped up a division this year.
Yeah.
Tift County 8th Street Singing Company, who was going off of a grand champ and a first place in their division the weekend before that. So they're on fire. Vestavia High School Singers, on fire. Homewood High School Continuum, on fire. West Jones, not on fire, looking to prove something. Jackson Prep Academy, also jumping up a division, looking to prove something. Then we go to Mixed Division Tier 1.
Take 6 groups.
Enterprise High School Encores. My babies, my children, not really. Hamilton High School Legacy, first ever competitive event in their entire history, ever. They've been a show choir for 10 months, and they are competing against Enterprise High School Encores on Madison Central High School Reveille, who is also debuted.
This is going to be a nuts comp.
This is their first comp of the year. Homewood High School, the network, first comp of the year. Spain Park Rhapsody in Blue had a week off with judges' notes.
Yeah.
Auburn Varsity Singers, who just came off a GC sweep with judges' notes. And then there's finals after that. So in each division, there is arguably at least one school who can make finals, including small division, because West Marion just might be the best group of all time ever. You never know.
Who knows?
So, Aiden, I'm going to throw it to you before I actually dig in, and we are going to dig into this as a.
I would say I'm not sure if we're going to be throwing to people as much as we're both just going to have to figure
So
out what's
if you
going
had to
on
pick
here.
a division right now to give to the public to say keep your eye on, which would it be?
Okay, so it's tough. It's really tough. I'll tell you in order of. No, I'm not even going to do that. I really don't. I don't know what to say. So tier 1, tier 2 are clearly the ones with the heaviest hitters, and that's
They also have the most movement. You look at Enterprise, who jumps up a division to tier 1 here. You have Helena, who jumps up to tier 2. JP, who jumps up to tier 2.
There's a lot going on here. Now, so I'll say this: the most interesting one to me is tier 2, but that's just based off numbers. There are 7 groups in this division. I do not envy the judges at all in having to figure out division awards for this because, I mean, good Lord, we've got the people who are sticking out to me: Homewood Continuum, West Jones Imagination, Gustavia, Tift, Prep, Rosa Scott, and then throw in Helena in there just for a little extra flavor. Like, that's insane to me.
The thing is, Homewood Continuum kind of went out without a sound last weekend. It was kind of like a unsung song. They competed and they didn't they placed third, but they didn't get any captions. It was kind of like it was uncharacteristic of them, I would say. The bite's going to be there this weekend. But how does this division, minus everyone else, just with the competitors from last weekend, shape out with Continuum and Vestavia? That's a competition in its own.
Right. So
then you throw in Tift into the mix from the weekend before with Vestavia. Enterprise jumped up.
Right. Then you've got freaking West Jones coming in after getting third overall behind a group that has historically been the group that places right behind them. Like, if I'm in the West Jones camp, I'm looking to not only win this division, but I'm looking to place within the top 3 of the entire competition. If I'm like itching for something, and then you're really shooting at Auburn and Homewood, right? Like, that's who you're trying to beat while still trying to win your own division.
It's this talk of punching up, but also having to look over your shoulder. And even aside from that, it's not even looking over your shoulder, looking next to you at those women's groups.
Yeah, 100%.
Who are right there on your tail as well.
Because looking down in Single Clef with Homewood Nexus, being surrounded by Tift Ladies Choice and Auburn Alon, it's just adding on to the fact that you've also got a Spree and Men at Work in there. Men at Work could somehow, they're not even, well, I mean, honestly, they probably will take
They could take show design.
In Single Clef. Like, that's just, Nexus, this is really where the conversation is going, right? Who's making finals? We're not really predicting stuff anymore, but just doing the math, right? There's 5 finalists. Network's a lock. Varsity's a lock.
I would go as far as to say MC's a lock.
MC's likely a lock in anywhere from 3rd to 5th, right? Who knows? I'm gonna say Spain Park is also potentially a lock.
I wouldn't say that.
Really? Okay, and that's perfectly fine. But it's just saying how ridiculously competitive this competition
Spain Park
is.
has been a lock in finals last year, almost everywhere they went, and then sometimes they actually didn't make finals when we said that they would.
Yeah.
Obviously, we don't write the script. That's Bradley's job. Get mad at him. But
yeah, bro's been real quiet.
yeah,
bro's been real quiet.
Okay, I was also going to say this. I heard the lineup for this comp last year.
Yeah, right. We've known what this was going to be.
I've known what this has been looking like since last year, but I didn't know where the storylines would meet until this past weekend just ended.
Right, and so I'll really quickly, just because we just talked about MC, like, this is a moment for Madison Central.
Talk about something to prove.
This is a moment for them. We're not going to get into why it's a moment for them because that's not our business and not your business either. But understand that Madison Central could come into this thing and really, really shock some people.
There is a serious world where they walked out of here with 2 captions.
Like, very seriously. And it's not hard to believe. And this is just history kind of speaking for itself.
History repeating.
So, one, when Network comes out in starting a season, in the past at least, there are very few groups who can beat them when they're debuting a show. Auburn's one of those groups.
The one group who has in the past 5 years is here.
Right? With potentially their best show of all time.
The 2 groups who have in the past 5 years, Enterprise and Oak Mountain. Enterprise and Auburn.
So Auburn's coming in with potentially their best show of all time. After sweeping, right? Then we have Network debuting their show, which, while it is still Network, we have no idea.
I have no idea, and I'm the Homewood guy. That's kind of like my job. I have no idea.
No clue what they're bringing, but we know that if there was going to be a weak moment in their season, it's going to be this one. Madison Central is coming in. No one has seen their show, but they have had 2 weeks of being comp ready and still working on their stuff.
Because they were supposed to be at PRC last weekend.
Yeah, well, we thought they were going to show up to PRC for high school. They showed up with middle school, and it's perfectly fine. And I don't blame them for saving Reveille for this competition, because if you're gonna start a season, you either start really light or you come out the gate swinging, and this is what we're talking about. Like, when I tell you we just talked about this before we started the podcast, like, there's a scenario where time-wise it lines up, especially with how long this competition is going, that I can make the drive to Oak Mountain. Like, it'd be like 3.5 hours total, probably, with getting out of the competition at Northeast Jones. I might not make the call until that day. I really might not.
I will be here. Here's what I need from you listening. If you see me at this competition, come say hey, come do whatever. Know I'm fighting for you. Know I'm sticking my neck up, trying to make sure that I can get this content out, and then I can do all this stuff and watch all these shows and talk to all these directors and talk to all these parents and talk to all these friends and see all these people. A group that I'm working with is competing for the first time ever here. I will be looking towards them, guiding them, helping them around. I hope that you guys do too, because there's some great people. I hope you all get to meet them. They're great. But look out for one another, because this is going to be a long day. Water, food, all this stuff. That goes for every comp.
This can be a long day, guys.
This is like
a long and a very stressful day. Like, when I tell you my nerves and I wasn't even competing, my nerves at Mississippi Show Choir contest, after having not been in a show choir environment for 6 to 8 months, were going crazy, like right before Brio went on stage. And then don't even get me started on what the awards was like for me. Like, I kept looking at my watch. It kept telling me that my heart rate was too high, because it was very high. I do not envy one of you children for sitting through awards during this, because there are going to be some groups who deserve to make finals that will not make finals in this competition.
It's when I was at Albertville this past weekend, people were like, "Hey, Dobbs," and I'd be like, hi, what's up? Like, I didn't know how to respond. Like, I completely forgot how to like act at the show choir competition stuff. Like, I forgot the whole vibe. And I've been doing this for what?
Almost 10 years.
Oh no.
This is technically my 10th year, because my first show choir performance was my first time doing show choir, learning show choir, was in March of 2016. So this is okay. my 10th year.
We're old. So I'm basically going on a decade here. I've been around show choir for over a decade, because my older brother was in it and I was at all of his comps. Right. This is one of the most stacked lineups I've ever seen in my entire life.
Yeah. Especially just with it being just Southern groups. Like, this is
exactly. This and again, we said it before, this has a contender to be comp of the year. Easily one of the best Southern comps of the year.
Right.
Now we are looking to see what the ashes look like after this, because there will be ashes. The battle will be fierce. Like, you can write like a movie about this. This is going to be nuts.
100%. So with that being said, we are going to, speaking of the ashes of this competition, we will let them lay. We will speak to you once they are on the ground, and we will be picking through the pieces to figure out what to talk about afterwards. But with that being said, we are going to go into our final segment of it's the evening for us. The final segment of the episode, with the third appearance of the year for Coach O's Trivia Time. Ladies and gentlemen, Coach O will appear right beside us in 3, 2, 1.
Hey guys.
My lips are so chapped.
I'm a banana. I'm a banana.
All right, dog.
How is everybody? Before we start, I do want to mention that when I was in my room, I heard Dobbs say Jackson Prep Academy, and I had to.
I did?
I did say that.
Oh
Back
no!
then, because you said it, I'm not cutting it anymore.
Maybe the worst thing I've ever heard in my entire life.
Time out. Y'all didn't get this. You might know this now. The MC.
Why didn't you stop me?
Because it's not as bad as all love to this guy. Not as bad as the typo that happened in the doc for PRC's.
I heard this on the live
What
stream.
happened?
Like they typed it up as Jackson Academy instead of Jackson Prep, and so he read out both of the best performer awards from Jackson Prep as Jackson Academy, and everyone was like, "What?
He must be
Why
really
are
good."
Why are they here?" Because their middle school was there yesterday or the day prior, and yeah, so some parents and kids also were like, prep, and then he figured it out and apologized, but. Yeah,
I'm not the worst. I apologize to both Jackson Academy and Jackson Prep.
Those things happen when you MC.
All love. Also, when you talk about show choir all day and never stop and get them mixed up all day.
Yeah, that's true.
So, I'm the Alabama.
I remember them getting mad when we were in the area, but they get mad when we referred to them as JP.
As JP, yeah. So
Which
was
I
that
don't-
you that I asked about that, or was it? I think it might have been Trey, where we had this whole
Yeah.
question because we call him JA for Jackson Academy, and so we would refer to prep as JP, and they didn't like that.
They didn't like that at
I
all.
didn't. I had no
But
clue.
like their logo is JP. Their logo.
Their name is JP. Like that's what I call them.
We were less connected back then.
Yeah,
and
now
so
we're
we are
all
now.
friends.
I know. Well,
He said that
boys,
so
are you guys
convincingly.
ready for the third? Can you say annual if it's by week?
No.
The third
weekly.
week. of
No,
Coach O's trivia
no, I'm not
time.
ready. I'm not ready.
I know. I'm so excited. I have 10 more questions for you guys, and I'm excited to read them out to you all. So if you
Here
guys are
for the
ready,
timer.
I am. You. Oh yeah. I guess I should probably do that, don't I?
30.
Yeah, we'll do 30.
Let's just
These-
do 30 for everyone.
Actually, I think might be easier than last week,
Ooh.
but
mean-
I don't know. I have no clue.
Hey, for our audience, we're gonna try this out. We're just gonna let the 30-second timer actually run instead of stopping it when we're done, so that they can have 30 seconds.
Awesome.
If they need it. But go ahead.
All right, question 1. Let's keep on with the 2016 throwback trend. Biloxi High School Show Choir has become one of the fastest growing programs in the South, now with a large mixed choir and 2 single gender choirs. What division did Biloxi High School's Sound Surge compete in back in 2016?
Got it.
I've got it. The
So-
2016 show was very good.
It was. We watched it the other day, and so I thought I'd start with. Are my hands clammy?
For those at home, we
That's
are
odd.
currently sitting at 15 seconds. So 15. I didn't think they were that clammy.
What?
I didn't think they were that clammy.
Oh, that's good. Dubs, you want to try?
Yeah.
No. We'll have to come up with some
Yeah.
some banter. I should have prepped before this. Remember that? All right. 3, 2,
Wait, hold on. I forgot the. Okay, wait, I got it. Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
Small division.
Correct. It was small division. Okay. Question 2. Throughout its history, Show Choir Nationals has hosted the best performers from across the nation. Southern groups such as Grenada Visions, Hum with the Network, and Pedal Soundsations have been able to capture the second place trophy at this pristine event. However, there has only been one Southern choir to win the grand championship. Who is that choir?
Got it. What year for bonus points?
You can mention what year.
Bonus points.
No bonus points because I didn't put it. There is one later
Okay,
that will have bonus
well, I
points.
know it. I know the
I'm
year.
torn between two.
15 seconds.
And neither of them would. I mean, like, not to be mean. Neither of them would win it this year. Am I right to say that?
Who's going this year?
don't know.
No, I'm saying in general. I'm saying if they were to compete, neither of them would win it this year.
With the lineup that they have right now.
Just in general.
All right, you
I'll
ready?
say it.
3, 2, 1.
Enterprise. Bonus points for the year.
What year?
07.
It was 07. Enterprise Encores won in
Bonus points for a
2007.
song in their show.
Yeah, sure. I can fact check you, but
The other one I was gonna say was
Don't stop moving.
what county?
Albertville. I was gonna say
No,
if
good
an
shout,
old
yeah.
Albertville could have gone.
Dude, I remember meeting someone from Albertville 2013, and I looked at him like he was walking on water in front of me. I was like, dude, you are
The guy
like,
who works here at UA.
Really?
And
I was like, dude, you're like a living legend. He was like, really? I was like, yeah, bro, you had no idea.
so kids be walking up to me talking about rivers. I'm saying that knowing that I'm keeping this in, but understand please, that's a bit.
I said living legend, and that's where he went.
it is
So
amazing,
actually,
but-
when I was at SCA with these two these past year, I was talking to some kids and I mentioned I was from Brio, and they were like, "Oh my gosh, were you in the River Show?" And I said no, and they immediately lost interest.
To be fair, a kid at PRC found me and Patrick Helms in the bathroom and called me by name. I'm sorry, I don't
Aiden
remember
James?
who you are. He goes, yeah, man, Aiden. I think this year's better. And I was like, man, that's great. Not saying the thought, who are you? Like, I was like, I don't know who you are.
You just don't question this.
No, but I was
You're like,
yeah,
hey man,
that's
give me
awesome.
some.
Yeah, for real. I was like, all right, cool.
He's like, all right, cool, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Question 3. Auburn High School is known for their
Got
unique
it.
show
Okay.
design and individual.
Star Wars. Sorry.
Auburn
gonna be
High
right.
School is known for their unique show design and individually arranged songs. In their 2023 show, what was the name of the shoes which the main characters fought over?
You know it?
Yeah.
No, I don't know. I know the
Well,
name of
I
the
mean,
show.
I know the, oh. Well, I mean, I know it, I guess.
You have 20 seconds, Dobbs.
I'm just gonna say it, but I don't know.
Are you silly?
I'm just gonna say it. Give me something else.
10 seconds.
Did you guys see the Biloxi lineup is out?
No.
It's insane.
Better than
It
Oak
is-
Mountain?
It is the most competitive year that will be at Biloxi's comp, mainly because Clinton's not going.
I'll show you.
But Morton is going up against Pike Road, which
fun.
Simba
That's awesome.
choreographs for. So that's cool. Okay, you guys have your answers?
No.
All right, 3, 2, 1.
Magic shoes.
It is the Excalibur edition.
Yeah.
Is the name of the shoes?
What was the name of the show?
So
It's the name of the show.
Yeah. So
But it's the
also,
name of the
I
shoes.
was just going to say Excalibur because that was like the MacGuffin. Like that was the choice. That's what they.
Were the
felt
shoes
was
really named
They're-
Excalibur?
They're the
Excalibur.
Excalibur edition
Yeah.
of shoes. They sing a song about it.
Well, I knew that. I thought that was the name of the show.
What?
It is the name
What?
of the show as well.
The Excalibur edition. What?
The Excalibur edition.
What? What?
Yeah,
Right?
Yeah, I'm aware.
Yeah, we were all there.
Okay.
We all
That one time. Yeah, we did. Wait, did you?
Yeah.
Did I watch that in person?
And
Yeah,
Auburn,
I
Auburn,
went to Homewood that year.
I
you didn't compete against
I
them.
didn't compete.
You
No,
were
I
there.
I didn't compete.
I was-
Yeah, you were. Oh, yeah.
Okay. No, because we went to Homewood. Because that was when
Seth's
everybody
birthday.
came up to
Yeah.
Tuscaloosa. Yeah.
Yeah.
Question 4. Like Biloxi, we are lucky to see Southern show choir scene continuously grow. Madison Central's Reveille is home of our friends Bradley Davis and Omari Daniels. But this was not always Madison Central's only group. What was the name of Madison Central's single-gender choir that performed from 2022 to 2024?
Give me a second.
This is such a Mississippi tailored. I have no idea.
I actually think that they went
I know.
to Homewood.
They did. They competed there. In 23. I know it. Because I remember.
Started with an R.
Yeah, of course they did. But we.
Of course it did.
Well, oh, my bad. My bad.
Okay, you have 2 seconds.
Oh God. I don't know.
It does.
I was making it. Okay.
All right, count us down.
Okay. 3. Do you want like 2 seconds? All right. 3.
I'm not. I
2.
can't say anything. I don't know.
1.
Renown.
Renown.
It was- they both got
Take
right.
it. Yes.
was renowned. It was renowned. Question 5. I'm sure we each remember winning our first grand championship, with Dobbs's being at the Albertville Diamond Classic in 2022, Aiden's being at the Northeast Jones Classic in 2020, and mine being at the Oak Grove Magnolia Invitational in 2019. And it's always incredible to watch hard work be rewarded. Last year, in 2025, which choir won their first grand championship?
Got it. No, I don't.
Oh my gosh.
Like a choir that won their first grand championship.
Yes. Which choir won their first?
Well, there were multiple.
I don't believe so.
Yes, there were.
I don't believe so.
I know that there were.
You might be. We'll see. I do have multiple choice if you'd like.
Don't. I didn't get multiple choice for renown.
Did you have multiple choice for Renown?
Doesn't matter.
I didn't.
Veto.
Hey,
I
it does. It does at trivia.
That would have been really funny though. If it was just a bunch of different R names. I should have thought about that.
Renown, Regurgitate.
Reveille girls. Radley Ravis.
Radley Ravis' Rolls Rube.
Okay. Oh, I
You also
didn't
didn't
start
start
the
the
timer. We're gonna go to like 20 seconds. Okay, you have 20 seconds.
What was the question again? I forgot.
Last year. in
Yeah, I got it, I
2025,
got it, I got
which
it, I
choir
got it.
Won their first Green Championship.
It definitely wasn't this group. Yeah, no, okay. It
This
wasn't.
question came from Trey, so if it's weird, I'm blaming Trey for this, and I at least have a scapegoat, even though I did try to fact check.
All right, that's time.
Yeah, 30 seconds isn't long.
Oh my gosh, man.
That was 20 seconds, Jason. All right, you get
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Lake Forest Revolution.
Street edition.
I didn't specify if it was high school or middle school.
This is correct.
So you are right, Dobbs, and I apologize because I was thinking high school.
I took a stab at
Who did you say?
They won in 2020, sorry.
So the answer I
don't know if that was their first, but
the
they did
answer I had was Hoover Paradigm at the
This is true.
Opelika Southern
This
Show.
is true.
So we'll give Dobbs a point for that because he was right and I did not specify in my question.
They beat Bradley Central
yeah.
and
It was a big
at,
deal.
at Donaldson Christian
Yeah,
Academy.
we talked about it.
So Trey also gave me a question about that I have in my extras. So now I have to get rid of that. I'm sorry, Trey.
About the middle school, about that comp. Yeah.
Okay, let's see what's next. Question 6. There are a multitude of unique choir names throughout the nation, but how many active Southern choirs have the word singers in their group name? You have 30 seconds. I thought this was a unique question. I was kind of proud of myself for this one.
It's a good question. It's a really good
Thank
question.
you. I have one very similar to it next week.
Dude, I really don't know. I feel like it's more than I'm thinking.
All right, do you guys have your answers?
Sure.
I think.
3.
Oh,
This
at
is
the same time?
This is just same time. It's just the number. You don't have to name them unless
Okay.
you want
Thank
to
God.
after. 3, 2, 1,
4.
3. There are
Okay.
3 choirs. In
So
So
it was
the three that
it was the three. It was Vestavia,
I thought if I doubled it.
Oak Mountain, and Auburn.
and
Auburn.
Auburn. Yes.
really it?
I went 4 because I thought I was forgetting something.
Question 7, and this is going to be a 2-parter.
Yeah.
Well, really, there's only one main one, but there will be a bonus question. West Marion's new era has captured the hearts of audience members and judges over the last few years. Recently, their 2023 show, Heads, Shoulders, Knees, and Toes, featured an iconic prop skeleton that went by the name what?
Got it. Is that where that came from?
Yeah.
I've never seen one of their shows. I've seen their shows before. I've never seen them live.
I've seen that meme template be used in other things.
What?
Yeah, being so serious.
Oh.
Yeah.
One of my favorite ones that I made. It was all it said was
10
West
seconds.
Marion is outside. Just like inserted a picture of Carl the skeleton.
You just said it.
I know you guys got it.
Carl the Skeleton.
Here's
yeah.
your bonus question. How tall was he?
I
I think I have the answer.
How tall was he? I won't set like a timer.
I'm not saying.
3, 2, 1.
3 feet.
Tall.
He was 12 feet.
12?
I've done that.
Carl was
He actually was 12.
feet tall. I texted their account to double check.
crazy, dude.
Okay,
That's
so
your first. That's your first.
for this next question, you're gonna have 2 hours and 30 seconds.
Oh my gosh.
It's open note, and you can't seek others for help. Okay, question 8.
Mom.
Schools like Oak Mountain and Brandon have made
I've got
TVs
it.
and screens a staple of their performances, with even groups from schools such as Homewood adopting them more recently.
Jones.
In what year were the first TV screens used in a Southern show? This one came from JD Crit.
Shocker.
So it's gonna be weird. It's either really obvious, or it's gonna be weird and niche.
Are you thinking the same obvious that I'm thinking?
It is whoever's.
The group is, I feel like, obvious, but the year I'm not 100%.
You can say the group if you'd like to, but whoever's closest to the
So
year.
I think it's Addishay, but it could
I
be
think so as
somebody
well.
weird,
It's either Addishay or Petal.
right?
It might be Attaché.
Okay. So,
Okay. 3.
So no. Hold on. Okay. So it is Addishay.
Yes, I'm just
Yeah.
gonna guess.
Okay.
There were no bonus points for that. You could just
Okay,
mention it
okay.
if you wanted. 3, 2, 1.
2014.
It was 2011,
Dang
which means Aiden was closer.
6?
You said
2006.
I said 14.
Oh, you said 14.
Yeah.
Dobbs was closer.
Yeah.
So my other guess was 2009. which
I was gonna say 2010, but then I was like, I don't know about that.
And then it would have been
'Cause we saw
then it
that-
would have been 9/11.
Because we saw that 13 show.
2, 1.
Carmel. Oh yeah, I was not
Question
listening.
nine.
Sorry.
We'll run that back from Jason's line.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Lights, lights, lights.
lights.
So it would have been
Right.
3, 2, 1.
Carmel 2017. You didn't say it.
Oh, I didn't say it last time. I was in charge.
I know, but I was thought you were kidding. I was in charge.
Question.
You were in
9.
charge for 9/11.
I thought it was. I swear.
Sorry, we can't keep that in.
I'm not, dude. This whole thing is going in.
Question 9. The South is home to many single clef powerhouses such as Tupelo Synergy and Oak Mountains, the Muses.
Wait, start over. I wasn't listening.
What are you talking about?
I'm sorry. I was reading the thing.
Question,
What are you talking about?
I'm sorry.
Question 9. The South is home to many single clef
I'm getting
powerhouses
deja vu.
such as Tupelo Synergy and Oak Mountains, the Muses, with single gender groups having even won entire competitions.
I got it.
Yeah.
Before Tift County's
I
Lady
don't have
Choices
it.
win at the 2024 Albertville Diamond Classic, who was the last single clef choir to win a grand champion?
I don't have it.
You have 30
I'm
seconds.
really trying to act like I have it. I don't have it.
Chat, we're cooked.
I'm gonna cry.
I might have mentioned them recently in a group chat.
Renown.
It's possible.
In a group chat recently. He might have mentioned them. A group
Southern?
chat such as it's a
is-
Southern Choir.
It is, yes, correct.
7 seconds.
And is it the group or the year?
The group.
Okay.
Clinton Attaché girls.
You guys ready?
No.
You went like a little bit like this.
Do another 30. Do another
This was
30.
gonna be
No,
this was gonna be a minute long question, but I thought we were just gonna.
Well, okay, we have another 30 on.
But yes, I did mention them in our group chat the other day, but nobody responded to me.
Shocker.
Is this group active?
Yes, they are active.
I have a guess, but
I don't think I'm right.
wrong. I think I'm really wrong.
My head itches, but I can't get.
Are they from one of the main 2 states?
Yes,
That doesn't narrow it down. Mississippi?
I'm not gonna tell you.
Okay.
I think you should. I think we
No,
deserve
it's
a hint for
fine,
this.
it's fine.
All right,
Go for it.
3.
I don't have an answer.
You want to take the other one?
Yeah. Right. No way.
That's what I'm saying. I didn't think
Okay.
it happened. But say it.
3, 2, 1.
Enterprise Esprit.
It was Pearl River Central Illumination at the Purvis Show Choir Invitational in 2019, and they are active again as of this year.
That's cheap.
That's not cheap. That's a great question.
No, it's a really good question. And it's funny because
We just got cooked.
it's just absolutely not where I was going.
Well, you guys ready for the final question?
No. Yeah, I'm ready now.
Okay. Question 10. Jackson Prep is home to the choir Réveillon, which originates from the French verb meaning to wake up, and is most commonly associated with the tradition of dinner on Christmas Eve. Which event do historians most closely relate with the beginning of the French Revolution? It is multiple choice if you'd like it to be.
Yes.
Is it the execution of King Louis XVI, the tennis court oath, the storming of the Bastille, or the establishment of the First French Republic?
I'm locked in, baby! Let's go! We were not at the French Revolution.
This was a question.
Bernadette!
Ready for the next line. This was a question when we did trivia a week ago. Was that 2 weeks?
2 weeks ago.
It is the storming of the Bastille.
Hey, I'm 3 for 3 on those.
Yeah, it's true.
Next week it'll be harder.
No, please.
Please make it something about acting.
No.
Let it be something that I know.
Let it be something about soccer.
So thank you guys for all coming to Coach O's Trivia Time.
And thank you all for listening and watching us this week. We'll be back next week with more of all of this.
Don't be a stranger at comps.
please
Come say
don't.
hey.
I'm going bananas.
As Dobbs said once before, please give us a 5-star rating, follow us on Spotify, like and subscribe, hit that bell on YouTube.
Comment,
whatever.
please.
Comment,
Tell us how you
please,
did
let
on
us
the
know.
trivia.
Also, just
Tell
go
us
ahead and
no.
take a look over there, the Instagram. If you're not following, go ahead and follow.
It's that way.
It's
Let me
just
MC
on
your
Instagram.
competition as well if you need it.
Too many
I'll wear
showers.
this if you really want me to.
Make sure to warm up that room.